Hi, I'm Don Goble from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a multimedia instructor and I teach educators ways to incorporate media and media literacy into the classroom. And today we're going to be talking about creating with the app Clips to showcase student learning. Now, this is a really easy app to use for any iOS device, an iPhone or an iPad, any version here. Lately, they've come out with some great updates. So today, what I'd like to do is just take you through a really simple process of showing you the app a little bit, but also really showcasing student work. The app will be really easy to figure out and use, and I'll have a tutorial here at the end of this video that'll take you through step by step. That was created by my good friend Kristen Brooks, and you can reach out to her as well on Twitter. And so I'm going to show you some student examples, give you some ideas of how it can relate to any grade level, any subject, and it's a fantastic tool that students will love to use to show their thinking and to show what they've learned. And so let's jump right into it. That was a fun way for me to introduce myself and the session of creating clips to showcase student learning. It's a really fun app, but let's take a step back and just understand research a little bit. And when we look at this graphic, that 90% of information transmitted to the brain is visual, and visuals are processed 60,000 times faster in the brain than text. And so what this tells us is that students will really excel, obviously, when we introduce more visual imagery into the learning. And we know to make a good video, you also need to be a good writer. So we're not dismissing the writing and the text piece, but what we're doing is we're pairing visual to text. So what is Clips? Well, Clips is a video app, video editing app for iPhone or iPad, and it quickly allows you to add video of your own or any video that's in your photo album on your device. Photos, subtitles, effects, title cards, music, and it's super easy to share. Share it to your device and then share that to Google Classroom. Upload it to a video host such as schooltube.com. Lots of different options then to share it easily, which is really, really important to do. Maybe even Seesaw, which is another popular management tool that you all might be using. Here are my steps to using Clips, and we use it in a fun way. So creative, learn, interest, participate, and share. If we follow the Clips process of creation or creative, being creative, learning, showing student interest, and the students will really illustrate their interest for you and participate along the learning process, and then share it out. That's the really important and fun step of video, is that we can share it, whether we share it to the public and the masses, or whether we're sharing it just to our audience of our classroom. It's really important to teach kids to share, and video is a great way and great tool in order to do that. So let's start with creativity and show you some examples of how creative students can be using this app.
How many scoops will fill the container? Left, right.
It will take 4 scoops to fill the cup up.
I think it'll take 10 scoops.
1 whole scoop.
It will take 5 scoops.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you notice this was a kindergarten class, and not only was it creative of learning about some science maybe, but participation of all the students asking their opinion, and of course the teacher helped lead the recording of this particular project. So that's a great way of doing it, having students do it, or having the student or the teacher help lead the students in the creation of the video.
Gilgamesh was the sixth king of Uruk. Gilgamesh fights Umbaba in the cedar forest. With the help of Enkidu, he defeats the Bull of Heaven. After Enkidu dies, Gilgamesh becomes concerned with his own mortality. He finds an immortal man who survives the flood. The man tests Gilgamesh with a loaf of bread. So Gilgamesh must swim to the bottom of the ocean to find a magic flower that will make him immortal.
Wow, what I love about this video, and this was done by Larry Reef, Mr. Reef on Twitter, at Mr. Reef. He had his students use so many different elements. They actually used, the image here is Keynote, and all the different icons that are now in Keynote. And so they used just that one single image. So the research that was involved to find images that matched the text. And now you heard the narration from the student, and she didn't have to type in that text at the bottom. This app will translate your voice, the student's voice, as it records. And it allows you to go in there and fix it if it makes a mistake or not. But how amazing is that for accessibility and to match text with visuals? And then, of course, you see the pop-ups in there, even the last one here of magic. Just allowing kids another way to animate their video and keep it really simple visually. But look at all of the research that must have been involved, and for this student to show their learning in this humanities course. Now let's talk about learning, which we've already exemplified some already, but let's break it down even more in the L of learn. Okay, so what I love about this video is many of you may send out, especially elementary and some middle school teachers, send out weekly newsletters. What a great way for this teacher to send out a video newsletter to parents about what their children learned in science that week. Another great artifact, though, for your evaluation and or for just reflection on your unit and what you might want to do differently next time or replicate for next class. Let's get into interest. Hopefully you're interested at this point, and I'll show you some examples here of students' interest.
Nature is my jam. Video games as well. To me, cubs are absolutely adorable. Look at how cute they are. Aww. This is just getting so adorable. Oh my gosh. Science is amazing. Social studies is my favorite subject. That's all.
Now we get to the P in participate of clips. And you've already seen a lot of participation with kids, and I'm going to show you even more. Wow, brushing teeth related to coding. Pretty awesome. Step by step and then parallel. And I love the mix of just simple video and photos. Not a lot of animation extra to this, just kept it very simple. Of course, the S then in Clips is to share. We've got to share this out. We want others to see it. We want the class to see it. We want our building to see it, our school to see it. We want our community to see it. That could be our global community or just our school community. But it's really awesome to share it out. Here's my student Grace, who decided to share her Clips video. We had students create a short Clips video on the 5 freedoms of the First Amendment. And she shared this on an Instagram account of hers. But Grace really enjoyed sharing this out on her Instagram account, and here was her video.
Have you ever wondered what the First Amendment is and what freedoms it gives us? The First Amendment grants us the right to freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is the right to express any opinions without censorship or restraint. The First Amendment also grants us the freedom of religion. The freedom of religion is the right to choose a religion or no religion without interference by the government. Additionally, the First Amendment grants us the right to freedom of assembly. Freedom of assembly is the individual right or ability of the people to come together and collectively express, promote, pursue, and defend their ideas. Because of the First Amendment, we have freedom of the press. The freedom of the press is the right to circulate opinions in print without censorship by the government. Finally, the First Amendment gives us the right to petition and protest.
I'm going to close out this professional development with a short video created by my good friend Kristen Brooks from Georgia. You can find her at Kristen Brooks 77 on Twitter. She's a great follow, and this tutorial will take you step by step and even show you a sample video of how she put it together. As always, if you have any questions and want to reach out to me for this project when you get started during the school year, you can contact me at dongoble.com, and I would be happy to work with you in your class. Thank you so much for joining us today, and now watch this tutorial on how to use Clips.